Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Akintayo Akitunde. My HR training is going to be based on starting a volunteer program. And here's my introduction. I'm going to first tell you more about what volunteer programs means. Volunteer program was started in the early days by Clinton, whereby he called for a meeting in Philadelphia to encourage volunteerism in America. People sacrifice a lot then. So now many non-profit organizations in the world rely on volunteer programs that consisted of volunteers who worked in farms. Sometimes these non-profit organizations are referred to as volunteer sectors since they rely heavily on volunteers. You all know without volunteers, most work in the society is not going to be done. Why volunteer program is important to the public and non-profit organization. A volunteer program is the backbone of non-profit organizations and the public, since they add value through providing better services to the client, helping the organization to save money. Consequently, volunteering helps one to learn more about the local community who share similar connections that one could benefit from. Likewise, one strengthens support network from the people working together in the volunteering program, helps one to discover new potential job opportunities. How volunteer program is understood. Volunteers in our society feel appreciated by the fact that they are giving out their money, talent, and time to serve the community. Many volunteer programs help in places such as fundraising, operations, and administrative work, and spread the word about the mission of organizations performing these duties with care and concern for goals set aside by organizations. And volunteers need to feel appreciated so that they can continue the volunteer program. Yes, that's why sometimes the government do give money to non-profit organizations who help maybe with poverty around the world, to give something like American Co-op, all those kind of non-profit organizations. To continue volunteer works to organization can be somehow mentally draining, labor intensive, and cumbersome. There is the need for a reason to set out the day for fun and appreciate the workers every month or a week. To compare that to my own job, we do something we call now Police for Tomorrow, where we have like 19 fellows, and we go out for my home project. I'm taking care of the homeless, which I get used clothes for all over the police district from the officers, and I go out there to just give out clothing to the homeless guys. So a lot of people are donating for that. So sometimes as a group fellows, Police for Tomorrow program that we're doing as a fellows, we do gather for happy hour just to feel appreciated, just to be happy for what we're doing. To move on to the next slide, challenges associated with starting a volunteer program. Managing and running a volunteer program is a bit challenging because handling unpaid staff is more challenging. Most people don't want to do things without getting paid. As you all know, that everyone in the United States has a bill to pay, so we're working for the money. But this is why these are challenging to find people, to volunteer for all this kind of program. And as these challenges can be handled through preparing strategies and plans that can handle any type of issue arising. One of the challenges associated with starting a program with a recruitment, which program is recruitment. That's what I said. Organizations manager face challenges of getting passionate, available, and talented individuals who are willing to participate in volunteering platform. Like I said, if you're really educated, everyone has a school loan to pay. You want to go out there and work for money so that you can pay your bills. To continue with that, inadequate fund for running a volunteer program is another challenge associated with starting a volunteer program. For a volunteer program to run, there is need for sufficient fund. The volunteer non-profit organization that hold volunteer program need money, so that's most of the challenges that they face to continue their program. Another challenge associated with a volunteer program is responsibility. Who's going to be responsible for doing this or doing that? As we all know, like if we have a group, assuming you have a group volunteer program, sometimes load, some people do lay back, they don't want to do much, so because they're not getting paid, so they just want to do less. Critical issues associated with a volunteer program. Critical issues that the public and non-profit managers should be aware is that volunteering is all about service to the people. Volunteering involves creating the best environment for the people. Another critical issue is that volunteering is risk management, since workers often engage in complex jobs and expose them to danger. Another one, technology, which needs to be utilized in the volunteer programs. Communication is done through the new technology by use of mobile phones, email. Likewise, a transition is also a critical issue in volunteering. As time passes, there's need for transition from old volunteers to new volunteers, since the old are being burned out. Yes, that's one of those critical issues, because sometimes you don't have new people to replace the old people, and sometimes you just have to keep using the old people because we don't have any more new people to replace them. Lessons to learn from this volunteer program. Two lessons that everyone learns from this program is that volunteering involves focus on what is best for the society, and program training success is only achieved by setting achievable and realistic training objectives. One needs to ask himself or herself some few questions before engaging in the volunteer program. Are you interested in improving the engagement of your company or society, improving your community, improving the company image, or are you getting involved just for the sake? This question will help one to get a clear image and definition of what is a volunteer program. Moreover, volunteering is the pillar of many organizations. Hence, everyone should work for the benefit of the organizations in helping the firm to achieve its goals. So, to conclude this, you need to ask yourself before you create any volunteer program, are you willing to improve the engagement of your company? Do you want to improve your community? Or do you want to improve your company image all these questions which I always ask myself. Why I joined this program called Police for Tomorrow? I joined the program because I want to improve the relationship between the community and the police department. By creating this relationship between them, I will be happy of going to my job every day. I will have a rest of mind. I won't be scared of people coming to me, asking me questions. Because sometimes police have to take more caution in when approaching people. But why we create this program is to build that relationship, just to build the rapport between the community and the police department. I hope I'm able to cover everything on how to create a volunteer program. Thank you.